In this video, I'm going to be talking about the new free Invincible Shay coming in my team out later today in the new NBA Playoff Spotlight Sims, but I'm also going to be talking about the rest of the NBA Playoff cards and talking about all of them in total and which ones are actually worth grinding for, and then we'll talk about, is this free Invincible Shay actually going to be worth it? So, starting off with the pink diamonds, we're going to move through the pink diamonds, obviously very quick, and we're going to talk about all the pink diamonds, which ones are actually worth grinding for, talking about all the Galaxy Opals, all the Dark Matters, the 200 overalls, and then we'll get to the new free Invincible Shay that is dropping later today. That does look like hopefully a really good card and maybe worth this entire grind. But talking about the pink diamonds, you know, I more so want to talk about, is this entire grind worth it? Talk about what good cards do you get along the way towards Invincible Shay, and Anthony Edwards is not one of those cards. I mean, these pink diamonds, if I'm being honest, guys, I'm not going to put too much thought into because these cards are all bad. It's almost July. You're not going to be able to really use any of these cards in your lineup, so none of the pink diamonds are going to be good whatsoever. But into the semifinals, to the Galaxy Opals, there is a couple usable cards here. Like Derek White is not horrible at the point guard position. Yes, he's only 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan, but he's actually a good defender. 98 steal, 98 perimeter, actually has good stats and badges across the board. His jump shot is really good. You know, he's got Trey Escape, which is nice. I feel like cards like Derek White, Jaden McDaniels are actually really solid cards that you're able to get for free, going for that free Invincible Shay card. 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. You take a look at the defensive stats and they're really good. 95 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, 95 interior defense. Like Jaden McDaniels can be a really nice free small forward that you get along the way from the Timberwolves, and Ty Jerome does have some nice dribble sigs as well as a 6'5" point guard with almost the best sigs in the game. I mean, pretty much the best sigs. Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Curry escape, Trey behind the back, Pro 2 fade. The problem with Ty Jerome is his jump shot is really bad. That's what makes him sort of not usable at the point guard position. I mean, you can definitely run that card, but his jump shot is very questionable and hard to agree with. But again, there's a couple good Galaxy Opals in there. And then we go to the conference finals to talk about the 4 Dark Matters, and Caruso is still a very good point guard to this day. 6'5" at point guard with a 6'5" wingspan. Even though it's crazy to think that he got released a month ago, this is still a card that is very usable at the point guard position. He's great defensively, 99 steal, 98 perimeter, 95 interior defense, 92 block, 95 speed, 99 agility. He's going to be a great defensive point guard for you. He does have a solid jump shot, and they gave him some pretty nice sigs like Garland dribble style, Garland size up, Kemba escape, Curry behind the back. It's not the best sigs in the game. He's not going to be your main 3-hunting point guard, but he's going to be a nice defender who can slash to the basket, you know, and he could 3-hunt a little bit and score for you if you need to. OG Anunoby is a good defensive card, 6'7" at the 2 with a 7'2" wingspan. He is great defensively as well. And if you're looking for a 3-and-D shooting guard, I mean, this is the exact card you want. You're not going to really expect and get too much of, OG's offense, and he's not going to be, shot creating for you. He's not going to be some crazy 3-hunter main ball handler, but he can be, again, fit his role perfectly, play really good defense on the perimeter, be a great defender, and hit wide open jump shots because he does have a really good catch and shoot jump shot. Pascal Siakam is kind of your do-it-all small forward, 6'8" at small forward, 7'3" wingspan, good defensive stats, good stats across the board, good badges, has a solid jump shot, and they gave him some solid dribble sigs, but again, this card isn't anything too ridiculous. I would say Caruso is probably the best Dark Matter by far, and then Rudy Gobert is nice to have as a free center card because there hasn't really been too many good budget centers till last NBA draft drop, where they did give us Aloha Candy and Brad Daugherty, who are good budget cards at the center position, and some center cards have started to come down in price, but Rudy Gobert is a really nice free option for sure. Like, he's 7'1", can play center power forward, 7'8" wingspan. He is a great defensive card. He has one of the best player models in this game, one of the best defenders in this game. The problem with Rudy Gobert is his jump shot is, very questionable and just isn't a great jump shot whatsoever, but there was some good Dark Matters for sure. But then we go to the finals, and we'll be talking about the 200 overall cards that you obviously need to get this free Invincible Shay. And when it comes to J-Dub, like, he's a good card, right? 6'5" at shooting guard, 7'2" wingspan. He's for sure a good card. Like, there's nothing really bad to say about this card besides his height, because his stats are perfect, his badges are really good, he's got a nice jump shot, Pro 2 fade, and they gave him almost the best dribble sigs in the game. Like, he's got Garland dribble style, he's got that Steve Francis size up, he's got that Curry escape, doesn't have a good behind the back, but he does have a good moving step back in Jalen Brunson. So I think this J-Dub card was great, and You know, if you don't mind running an undersized shooting guard, he's going to be very good for you. But 100 overall Miles Turner was easily the better 100 overall card and still is an elite power forward option. 6'11" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan, really good defensive stats and badges. His jump shot is amazing, Pro 2 fade. You know, his SIGs are honestly like a guard type of level, at least when it comes to the dribble style, the escape, and the behind the back. Being Trey behind the back, Kemba escape, Garland dribble style. Do wish he had a slightly better size up, and I do wish he had a better moving step back. And maybe you could say he could have a better jump shot at power forward, but still, this is a great card. And then now, guys, it is time to talk about the final card in the NBA playoff spotlight sim, which is going to be this free finals MVP, Invincible Shay. Now, this is the card that you get at the end of the playoff spotlight sims, and this is the card that we're going to talk about in full detail, and we're going to see what this card does look like. He is a 6'6" point guard, 6'11" wingspan, and if you guys don't know how this playoff spotlight sims work, basically you have to get all of the cards we just talked about previously to get up to this final tier and get this free Invincible Shay. So of course on this card he's going to have 99 every single stat. He's going to have Legend Layup Mixmaster, Legend Physical Finisher, Legend Deadeye, Limitless, Set Shot Specialist, and Shifty Shooter. So really good Legend badges for when it comes to the shooting on Shay. He's also got Legend Ankle Assassin, Timer, Handles for Days, Lightning Launch, Legend Glove, and Legend On-Ball Menace. So really good Legend badges for this Shay card, but where it really comes down to is, did they change his jump shot? Did they give him the trade behind the back? That's all they really needed to do on this Shay card. They change his jump shot, but they don't give him a better behind the back. But that jump shot is incredibly good. Allen Iverson base and the Colin Sexton upper. I want to say that's a very good jump shot in game on very quick. Does also have the Pro 2 fade. He didn't get a better moving step back, but this is still an incredible card. Should have been Chet. Was hoping we get at least 100 Hallie. Kazi wipes. This card's really good, man. His jump shot is incredibly good. The only flaw about him is he doesn't have that behind the back, right? He doesn't have Trey behind the back. His behind the back is not that great. So yes, it does suck that he doesn't have that behind the back, and I do wish he had it. But changing that jump shot does basically mean this Shay is going to be this 100 overall card, but with a much better jump shot. Now, is that worth the 15 to 20 hours of grinding? I don't know. I mean, this card is still pretty expensive, and this 100 overall Shay is still very, very good. For me, on like a no money spent account, I think this is a great card to have. Is this card going to play on the best team in the game when people have, you know, Invincible Jokic and they have Invincible Ben Simmons and even GOAT cards like Jordan and Oscar, right? Is he going to be better than Luka, LaMelo? Probably not. Like, if you compare him to a, let's say, Luka Doncic, you know, he's not as good as Luka, but he's very close, and you got to remember that he's free, right? That's, to me, the difference, is that he is free compared to 1 to 1.5 mil, you know, and they both have the Allen Iverson base, and the Colin Sexton upper is a lot better than the Oscar upper, so he does have a much better jump shot than Luka Doncic. He's just not going to have that Trey behind the back and that Zach LaVine moving step back, so it depends, like, do you want the better jump shot compared to Luka, or do you want the slightly better dribble sigs when it comes to Luka? So, I mean, you know, Shay has a real argument to be better than Luka if you do prefer the jump shot, and overall, yes, this isn't a perfect card, but I think he is very, very good at the point guard position and is a nice card for doing the grind and, you know, getting a free Invincible card. I think he's going to be a great point guard option till the end of the year, and I think it's a W card. Is it the best card in the game? No, but let me know what you guys think down below about this free Invincible Shay. Let me know if you guys are going to be getting this card. That's coming out later today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.